All right, everybody, welcome back. Part of homesteading and living off grid and doing things self-sufficient is going to require some work, and we wanted to show you what we feed our chickens in order to get some nice eggs every day. So in order to, we think, have successful chickens, one, you got to have some land for them to walk around on and get out here and get bugs and get what they want. And see, there's a bunch of them just doing their own thing. One laying over there, one walking, one over here walking, and there's another guy up there walking right there. So they're all gonna go take a dust bath right now. And go out and check out the coop area and what we feed them. So the very first thing is let them out, let them stretch, let them eat, roam the land for some bugs and grass. And they'll pretty much get their entire diet outside. But on days that's rainy, on days that you can't make it out with them, you kind of got to watch over them when they're outside. They'll like to get in trouble or find trouble with other birds. So besides letting them eat outside, you do want to supplement their diet. All right, we store their feed in a little outside container area. We sprinkle it with diatomaceous earth to keep insects out. But their main diet consists of an always fresh water supply. We fill it with this poultry booster, vitamin stuff here, and all this stuff's available at the local Tractor Supply. We're not sponsored by anybody. This is just the stuff that's readily available and easy to get. So we add some of that poultry Nutri-Drench in their water every day, and it is an automatic waterer that continues to provide fresh water for them on a slight overflow, so they never get stale water. So that's the first thing, some vitamins. Then we got a 5-grain scratch here. This is a snack once a day. Usually at the end of the day, this is what will lure them back into the coop, because they won't want to come back out from the outside. They love being outside. So this is once a day treat. You have poultry booster here, which is like a little pellet with more vitamins, and then insoluble granite to help their crop digest that big bulge in the front of their chest. That's where they store their food throughout the day, and their stomachs work a little different, so they need help processing it with this grit. So between the poultry booster pellet there on the left and this grit bag, we mix that with about 40 to 50 pounds of crumble, tiny crumble, because they like to peck at things, and they have access to this food 24/7. It's always there. So we mix it with about 40 to 50 pounds of this and 40 pounds to 50 pounds, depending on what bags we get, of mini pellets, just a little bit bigger than the crumble. So that's one of the eggs we collected today. We'll take a look in here at the actual food. All right, and we hand mix all this so that we know it's mixed thoroughly. So we have about a pound. Those purple pellets you see there are that grit, that crushed granite. It's about a pound to a pound and a half mixed in with 40 to 50 pounds of food. You do not want it overbearing in the food, because they will kind of avoid it, but they know they need it, so they'll eventually eat it. So as it's sprinkled out throughout there, all throughout this tote is where we store it. And it clicks down so insects can't get in there, and it has a little bit of breather holes. I mean, some insects will get in here, but the chickens will eat them, but this keeps the majority of things out, like field mice and rats and rabbits and raccoons and all that stuff. And it's in a double containment area. This is a little tote that seals up. So we mix that in, and then if you get closer, you'll see the little green pellets in there, right there. That's one of the green pellets, which is the vitamin. So again, with 40 to 50 pounds, we're mixing one full can of this, about a pound to a pound and a half of that purple grit, into 40 to 50 pounds of food, and you mix it all up. Same thing with the pellets. You're doing the same thing with one of the cans, and about a pound to a pound and a half of the granite in that as well. And the other container we have is a garbage can. It's just being washed right now because you do not want anything to get moldy or wet, because the chickens will get sick. But if we do that and let them free range, we haven't had any issues with them laying eggs. You know, we heard that whole thing online about them not producing eggs. There was about a month where the chickens were not producing eggs, and that's common because chickens do not produce eggs every day. It's just about every 25 to 26 hours, and they only do about 250 to 270 or 80 eggs a year. So there are going to be periods where the chicken does not lay an egg. They'll lose their feathers a couple times a year and grow new feathers out. So people get really scared about stuff like that, or conspiracies about the food. Who knows? We do not just feed them processed food. Again, they're let out into a couple acres and they eat what they want. All right, we also forgot to mention, we do feed them some table scraps. There's like carrots, potatoes, and rice, and it's diced up and chopped up really fine. Again, there's a theme with all this food. You don't want too big of food. We got the crumble and the pellets, and here comes the brown chicken. Let's see if she laid us a nice white egg in there. She's going for a drink, it looks like. But, you know, we have a variety of food for these chickens, so there is no question that they're getting all the vitamins and nutrients they need, and it does show in their eggs. We are getting large and extra large and jumbo eggs out of them, and these chickens did start producing eggs about 4 months in, 3-4 months in, and we were getting our first eggs. She took a little while, about a year to lay her first egg, and they were tiny. Now they've kind of leveled out, so you get about medium and small white eggs from her, just like from the store. These guys lay brown ones. Let's go inside and see if she left anything. And there it is. She left us a nice white egg. We'll go ahead and grab it. And it is still warm to the touch. So it is nice. Nice size, about a medium egg. Clean. Keep the coop, keep the coop very clean inside here. At least every couple of days, get out here and look at it. Make sure your nesting boxes are okay. Make sure they're all fluffy and everything. And we got some diatomaceous earth in there. Heater, we got the review on that coming out. And that's really it, automatic door. So they're happy, they produce eggs every day. And that's the variety of food that we give them. And they seem to be totally happy with it. So I hope that helps everybody. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thanks.